The golden era of the pony cars has passed, but enthusiasts still fondly remember the historic milestones and ups and downs of this legendary car line. Let's revisit the top 9 forgotten pony cars that once roamed the streets. 9th, 1970 Oldsmobile Rallye 350. Oldsmobile ventured into the affordable muscle car market with the Rallye 350, decked out in a unique Sebring yellow color. It featured 14-inch styled superstock 2-sport wheels, a urethane bumper that matched the body, a black grille, and a fiberglass hood. This budget muscle car boasted a high-compression 350 cubic-inch V8 engine with a 4-barrel carburetor, delivering 310 horsepower and slightly reduced weight. It could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7 seconds and cover a quarter mile in 15.27 seconds. Although its hardware and power were impressive for the price, the bright yellow color proved too bold for many buyers, leading to only 3,500 units being produced. Despite being forgotten, the Rallye 350 remains one of the best performing cars in its class from the golden era of muscle cars. 8th, 1969 Ford Torino Talladega. Given Ford's role in pioneering the pony car, it's surprising to find one of its models on this list. The Torino Talladega, produced by Ford during the first few weeks of 1969, was named after the Talladega Superspeedway, which opened that same year. Ford aimed to create an aerodynamically optimized car for better competition in NASCAR, producing a limited number for the public to meet approval requirements. The 1969 Talladega, built on the Fairlane sports roof, 2-door hardtop, featured a sleek, elongated front end, a novelty at the time. The Talladega dominated as Ford had hoped, winning 29 Grand National races in the 1969 and 1970 NASCAR seasons, more than any other model. Ford built a total of 754 Talladegas, with only 75 equipped with a 429 cubic-inch V8 engine. 7th, 1968 Plymouth Barracuda 426 Hemi. The Hemi was a high-performance 426 cubic-inch V8 engine, and in 1968, Chrysler produced about 50 Hemi-equipped Barracuda fastbacks for superstock drag racing. Built by Hurst Performance, these cars had a bare-bones interior with standard black upholstery, fiberglass fenders, hood scoops, lightweight seats, and omitted rear seats and mufflers. A decal on each car warned against public road use. While the 0 to 60 miles per hour time for the Hemi Barracuda isn't well documented, regular Barracudas did it in about 7 seconds. If you own one, congratulations, it's a rare find and a valuable piece of history. 6th, 1964 Mercury Comet Cyclone. Few remember that Ford was behind the Mercury Comet. Unless you're old enough or follow automotive history, you may not know that Mercury was a now-defunct division of Ford Motor Company. The Mercury Comet was a basic model based on the Ford Falcon. These Mercurys featured fiberglass hoods and plexiglass windows. Ford produced about 50 lightweight, high-performance Comet Cyclones equipped with dual-carbureted 427 racing engines, similar to the Ford Thunderbolt. Despite its theoretical potential, it couldn't compete with other Ford models. 5th, 1970 Chrysler Hurst 300. The Hurst 300 was a high-performance version of Chrysler's 300 series luxury cars, developed in collaboration with aftermarket parts manufacturer Hurst Performance. All Hurst 300s were 2-door models, painted in Spinnaker white with gold accents, matching Oldsmobile and Pontiac Hurst models of that time. Powered by a 440 cubic-inch TNT V8 with a 3-speed TorqueFlite automatic transmission, it produced 375 horsepower, accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.1 seconds and covering a quarter mile in 15.9 seconds. Not bad for a 4,400-pound beast. Production numbers remain debated, but 485 units is the generally accepted figure. 4th, 1964 Studebaker Avanti R3. The Avanti was Studebaker's flagship personal luxury car, introduced in 1963, offered in 2-door coupe and sedan versions. This car combined luxury and performance, but strangely, it wasn't considered a muscle car, and Studebaker struggled to break into the pony car market due to its lack of true power. The Avanti R3 variant featured a 304 cubic inch V8 engine, a Paxton supercharger, and 335 horsepower, reaching speeds of up to 172 miles per hour and becoming one of the fastest cars of its time. It even outperformed many popular muscle cars on classic racetracks. Sadly, only 9 supercharged R3 units were ever produced. Third, 1969 Pontiac Grand Prix SJ. Though Pontiac isn't typically seen as a muscle car, it was popular in the personal luxury coupe market. Initially a high-performance full-size car, the Grand Prix was redesigned as a luxury mid-sized model in 1969. Built on a shorter chassis, it had a unique body with Pontiac's longest ever hood and a prominent vertical grille. The 428 cubic inch V8 engine produced 390 horsepower, enabling the car to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.5 seconds. Luxurious and powerful, it was a huge hit, but the 1969 Grand Prix SJ is seldom remembered among pony cars. Nonetheless, it remains one of the hottest cars on the streets of its time. Second, 1971 AMC South Carolina 360 Hornet. In 1970, AMC introduced the Hornet to replace the Rambler, a muscle car that hadn't sold well but left a strong impression. The South Carolina 360 was added in 1971 as a compact two-door muscle car, a successor to the 1969 SC Rambler. With a 360 cubic inch V8 engine producing 285 horsepower, it could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.7 seconds and cover a quarter mile in 14.9 seconds. Despite AMC's efforts, high insurance premiums led to the South Carolina 360's demise after one production year, with only 784 units made. It might have disappointed back in the day, but after 47 years, it's still a sight to behold. First, 1965 Pontiac 2+2. The Pontiac 2+2 was a large B-body car introduced in 1964 as a trim option on the Pontiac Catalina, marketed as the big brother of the GTO. It was equipped with a 421 cubic inch V8 engine with 3 2-barrel Rochester carburetors, producing 338 horsepower. Pontiac also offered a high-performance version with 376 horsepower. This car could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.9 seconds and reach a top speed of 130 miles per hour. Impressive statistics for the time. However, speed enthusiasts often overlook this big pony, which remains a thrilling yet forgotten powerhouse.
Thank you for watching. If you found it interesting, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel to catch more exciting videos.